This week we will be making it rain inside our kitchen using homemade rainbow colored ice cubes. This is a fun twist on a classic science demonstration. It's also an important science topic as well, as it's included in just about every elementary grade science curriculum. Another great thing about this demonstration is it can be modified to discuss states of matter and phase changes. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how to download the associated worksheet for this topic for free, and also some pro tips on how to make this demonstration go a little bit smoother by telling you a few things about it I learned along the way. But to start things off, we have to make our rainbow colored ice cubes first. This is a really easy thing to do, and it's one of those things that your kids will really enjoy getting their hands on. Essentially, all you need is some food coloring and some glasses. The way we did our demonstration, we used straws to transfer some of the water, but in the end of the video, I'll tell you how that actually made things a little bit harder than it needed to be. Step number 1 is to have your kids make 4 different colors of water. And then once that is done, set them on the counter next to the ice cube tray. The deeper the ice cube tray you can find for this, the more layers of color in your ice cube you'll be able to make. Using the straw, have your child transfer some colored water to the ice cube tray. You can do a single color at a time, or you can do like we did and mix and match on the tray as you go along. Once your child has a small liquid layer of food coloring covering the entire ice cube tray, now it's time to take it to the freezer. And here's a tip: if you have a slide out freezer like mine, be sure and close the drawer gently, or else everything sloshes around and some of your colors are going to mix. I learned that lesson the hard way. So to make it easier on us, we used our outside refrigerator where we could just stick it in the freezer and close the door without having to worry about the whole thing slamming shut. If you have a pull-out door, it'll work too, but as I said, just be sure and close the door gently. In your freezer, it doesn't take that long for a thin layer of water to freeze. So in about an hour, you can go back and check on your ice cubes and put the next layer of food coloring on top of it. And you can see it's just a matter of repeating these steps as many times as you can so you can get as many different layers of color into your ice cubes. We used 4 different colors of food coloring, so after the 4th round, it was time to take them out of the freezer and look at what we had made. Once your rainbow cubes are made, it's time to take it to the oven to simulate the water cycle experiment. Grab a pot and something that you can hold over the pot that will remain cold. For us, we used a mason jar that was just simply filled with ice water. With your ice water mason jar ready, take a few of your rainbow ice cubes and put them into the pot and turn the heat on. As your water from the melted ice cubes begins to evaporate, now is when you want to take your cold object and hold it on top of the pot. And it will only take a few seconds, but here you will be able to see the entire water cycle. You have melted water in the pot, it is evaporating, those water molecules then touch the cold surface of your mason jar, condense, and then fall back into the pot just like rain. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the part of the demonstration where you don't have to stick to the life cycle of water. You can discuss states of matter, phase changes, physical changes. Understanding the states of matter is the key concept in the building blocks of physics and chemistry. Learning about physical changes here is an excellent precursor to chemical changes you may decide to introduce later. Making the rainbow ice cubes may seem a little tedious, but I promise your young learners will really appreciate being able to get creative, make rainbow ice cubes, solid colored cubes, and if you have some interesting ice trays, you might also be able to make some rainbow colored ice spheres. The spheres were really fun to make, and I think there was something about their lollipop shape that really just made my son want to lick them all the time. Okay, some things I learned along the way. While it was fun to mix and match the colors as we made the initial layers, I think if I did this again, I would just stick to one color at a time. It just makes things easier. And while I'm waiting on the layers to chill, I would keep the remaining colors cool in the refrigerator, because if you put room temperature water on top of your layers, it causes them to crack, and some of them actually pull away and float to the top. Initially, it was kind of frustrating. Also, if you're a homeschooling parent and you're going to do this demonstration at home and you want a worksheet to be able to give to your child, you can go to our website, homeschoolscienceclub.com, click on the free resources, and you'll see the worksheet for this video and many other worksheets that we've posted for free in the past, so please feel free to use them. That's our demonstration for this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.